You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, we're talking interracial dating. Now, this conversation comes from a conversation we had with Dr. Umar Johnson, who said this.
Take my ancestor, Frederick Douglass, who knew their history and still marry white women. Had Frederick Douglass not married that white woman, he would be undisputably the greatest black leader that ever walked on American soil. But because of that one mistake that he made. But the question again is, why did he do that?
Why do you say that's a mistake? Because shouldn't it be the man fell in love with who he fell in love with?
No, because marriage is a political decision. Who you marry tells me who you are. When you marry a woman, you don't just marry her. You marry her culture. You marry her community, you marry her people. So when a black man marries a white woman, he's making several clear points and messages he's sending out to his own people. Because there's no greater symbol of your loyalty to your struggle than to marry a sister who shares that struggle. Is love purely blind? I disagree. Love is a function of your values and your priorities.
And you better never get caught with a white woman. Ever. Hot take, Dr. Umar. Hot take. Fuego. Whoa.
My goodness.
Flame emojis, 10 of them.
So we're asking 800-585-1051, do you agree with interracial dating? So let me start with you, Charlamagne.
First of all, I can't believe we're still having this conversation in 2017. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have no problem with a person loving whoever they want to love, all right? But I also have no problem with wanting to marry someone from your culture. I have no problem with you wanting to keep it all in the family. If you're Chinese, and 9 times out of 10, a Chinese man wants his daughter to marry another Chinese man. An Asian man wants his, daughter to marry another Asian man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mexicans like to keep it in the family as well. Like, I don't have no problem with black people saying, I want to keep it black.
But you said you would want your daughter to marry a black person.
Yeah, I would.
I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? And the reason I wouldn't care is because it's who you love. Like, I look at my wife. My wife is, yes, she's Jamaican, but she also has Chinese in her. She also has Puerto Rican in her. But, you know what I mean, it doesn't matter. I fell in love with somebody at the age of 16, and that's what it is.
Listen, if my daughter grows, I would rather her grow in love than fall in love. Because I feel like when you fall, you get hurt. But if she grows in love, if she grows to love anybody, I'm going to accept it. But if you ask Daddy what he wants, Daddy wants black. Okay? And how come I can pick the color of anything else I want? If I want a car, I can pick what color I want.
Right.
If I want some sneakers, I can pick what color I want. But as soon as I say I want my daughter to bring home a black person, it's World War III. That ain't racism or nothing. I'm just telling you what my preference is.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. Good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
All right. What did you think about what Dr. Umar Johnson said?
I think that we're in the day and age where it shouldn't even matter anymore. I am a white female, and I typically, my preference is black men. So
why you like black men, boo? Tell me. Do tell.
Look, we don't got to talk about all that right now. It's too early in the morning.
Talk about all them veins.
What?
It's too early for all that.
Go ahead, mama.
But I just think that interracial dating it's not even a topic anymore. It shouldn't be, rather, because it's an everyday thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you,
I agree with that.
Al, what up, Al?
What's going on?
You disagree with Umar?
Yeah, man, I'm calling out of Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
803 was happening.
Why you disagree with Dr. Umar Johnson?
Well, for one, I'm married to a white woman, and that doesn't make who I am. A little small town called Batesburg, Leesville. I don't know if Charlamagne ever heard from it.
Come on, man. How you mean I've ever heard of Batesburg, Leesville? Stop it.
My bad, man. But just because I'm married to a white woman, that don't mean it make who I am. I'm married to a white woman. I'm still black. I'm still blacker than an ace of spades. So who is he to come out and say that makes who I am? Is he even married? That's my question.
That is a good question. I don't think
know.
Dr. Umar's married, but I agree with you. I don't think who you're married to dictates your identity. It can have some influence on it, but it don't dictate your identity.
All right. Now we have Joseph on line 5. Joseph, what up?
Yo, what up, DJ Envy?
What's up, my G?
Snacks in the Bronx, bro.
Okay. Now we're talking Dr. Umar Johnson. Now you said you agree.
To a certain extent, I said, like I say, man, like, if you black and you want to date a black woman, black man, whatever, like that's your preference. Like if you want to date a white man or Puerto Rican or Mexican, like it is what it is, man. Nowadays, man, the way this new generation growing up, bro, like it's no such thing as race no more. You feel me? Like
not my brother. Relax. There's definitely such thing as race. Now,
hell no, bro. Like
okay,
yo, bro, I'm Charlamagne, yo, bro, like you straight corny, bro.
Okay. But
You a dead cornball.
But there is such thing as race, and I'll be a corny black person. All right? Okay, and you will be a think you cool black person. There is definitely such thing as race. Knock it off.
800-585-1051. We're asking, do you agree with interracial dating? Now, this comes from Dr. Umar Johnson, a conversation we had with him. Let's play a clip of it right fast.
Take my ancestor, Frederick Douglass, who knew their history and still married white women. Had Frederick Douglass not married that white woman, he would be undisputably the greatest black leader that ever walked on American soil. But because of that one mistake that he made. But the question again is, why did he do that?
Why do you say that's a mistake? Because shouldn't it be the man fell in love with who he fell in love with?
No, because marriage is a political decision. Who you marry tells me who you are. When you marry a woman, you don't just marry her. You marry her culture. You marry her community. You marry her people. So when a black man marries a white woman, he's making several clear points and messages he's sending out to his own people. Because there's no greater symbol of your loyalty to your struggle than to marry a sister who shares that struggle. Is love purely blind? I disagree. Love is a function of your values and your priorities.
And you better never get caught with a white woman.
So 800-585-1051. What do you think? We got Frankie on line 3. Frankie, good morning.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Okay, now you agree with Dr. Umar Johnson?
I think I agree with him when he says that marriage is a political decision. I agree that when you marry someone, you are marrying their culture. So I think if there's a black person who loves their culture enough, they wouldn't be 100% okay with marrying a white person. But at the same time, I agree with Charlamagne when he says that, you know, while you shouldn't tell your children who to love, you do want them to come home with someone black, because it's not racist to want them to marry inside their race. It's a cultural thing. Asians do it. Jewish people do it.
Yep.
You know?
But see, I'm a
and
little
they don't
different.
get caught.
I just want my son to come home with somebody that loves him and treats him well. Like that's what I want. You know what I mean? That's all I want.
At the end of the day, that's
I want him to be happy.
For our kids, that's what we all want at the end of the day. We want them to grow to love someone. But, I mean, if you ask me, her father, what I want, I would love for her to bring her brother home.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Kay.
Hey, Kay, good morning. Now, do you agree with Dr. Umar Johnson?
I do agree with him. I don't have anything against other races, but I just come from a faith background. And if you look in the Bible, there are verses in the Bible where God talks about not mixing your race and telling, like, Israelites to, you know, cast out those who aren't of your kind, and you're not supposed to marry those other people. So, you know, I just feel like by being with somebody white or being with someone that's of another race, you kind of dwindle on your love for not your love, but you kind of dwindle on your love and your understanding for your own people as well.
Okay.
I see. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that, but I do agree there's a lot of cases where men have fallen into the sunken place because of their women. Like, that is a fact.
Jay, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Now, do you agree with what Dr. Umar Johnson said?
Not at all. I'm 19 years old. I'm an African-American, Hawaiian, Filipino girl. But, of course, when people look at me, they think, oh, she's just black. And my now boyfriend is actually full Samoan. So with the whole, like, relating with your struggle, I feel like no matter who you're with, you can educate them, you know, let them know what you're going through, and they can then understand your struggle, because even with all the groups and the Black Lives Matter or any, you know, majority black group, it doesn't have just black people.
But
it has other races.
Ain't y'all Pacific Americans?
Yes, yes.
But what is what do the Pacific Americans got going on? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Like, what are Hawaiian struggles?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this yesterday. Kind of the same thing. We got our land taken from us, and I don't want to necessarily say that, but like the Caucasians came and they discovered Hawaii when there was people already there. We got a religion forced onto us. Got clothes put on us. So that, I mean, there's kind of struggle. Like they had.
So basically, the white man did to you what he's done to everybody else.
Exactly.
Okay. That's all you got to say. Why are we complicating this? We know what the white man's done. They know what they've done. It's all good.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, you know who this is, boy. Look, this is a mute discussion because black people are full of it because they never, ever sleep with their own kind. I've been telling black people what they are for years. Monkeys.
Oh, boy.
And coons. So the moral of the story is, if black people were dating their own kind, they'd be sleeping with Harambe and Rocket the Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, my goodness. See, that guy always goes too far.
Yeah, he does. But the moral of the story is I have no problem with a person loving whoever they want to love, but I also have no problem with wanting to marry someone from your culture. I have no problem with you wanting to keep it all in the family. If we want to keep it black, keep it black. If you want to keep it white, keep it white. If you want to keep it Jewish, keep it Jewish. Keep it Mexican, keep it Mexican. Whatever it is. Me personally, yeah, that's what I want for my daughters. I want them to bring a nice black man home. Okay, but more importantly, I just want that person to be a good person who loves them.
I want them to be a good person. That's how I am. I want them to have a good person. All right.